Does it really work? Well, let me take you to the blue zone. It was a group of scientists and research people that went around the world to cultures where they were living to be 100 years old and people were still functioning. Well, that's an amazing story, because that's kind of saying, whoa, we have established a work zone that's different. And what they found in these cultures, and they found them with the Seventh-day Adventists. They found them in the Philippines. They found them in Okinawa and Tibet. And these people lived in an entirely different lifestyle. Their diet was different. Their stress load was unique. But they had 1/5 the amount of cancers that we have. Is that worth it when cancer is epidemic? How about cardiovascular issues? 1/6. Would it be worth it to take a look at our body and say, after we have been so exquisitely assembled, why do we fall apart? I mean, we have more food and we're bigger, and now all at once we're dealing with emotional issues, loneliness. How can this be? And dementia is an all-time high, and it's rapidly producing seniors and juniors, where we're seeing dementia show up at early ages, in their 30s. And it's from a little thing called amyloid beta plaque. And the body is designed in a deep sleep mode, deep REM mode, to have a backwash of cerebral fluid go back through the brain and clean that plaque out. Now, wouldn't it be nice to live in a world where you're thinking straight and thinking correctly and positively? And then the savings that you would get, because all at once we're not fat, we're not overweight, we're not subjected to all of the visceral fat that's in and about the organs of the body. We take care of that to where you're functioning, and you mentally are functioning much better. What a way to go. And it is simply understanding that fats, good fats, are more productive, and they've been absolutely thrown away from us. But all at once we're finding the increase in usage of fats for fuel. They burn clean, low insulin is necessary, and all at once we're going to share that with business people. And I'm showing you the amount of insulin that it takes to deal with carbohydrates and sugar, and the amount of ATP that a molecule of carbohydrate makes is only 30, but a molecule of protein, but we cut the insulin down, is 4. Now, that's interesting, because fat, which has been run out of the business because people started using a bunch of sugar, and then they got fat from the sugar. But we know that fat has in excess of 100 molecules of ATP per molecule of fat. It is absolutely the finest fuel known, and it burns so clean. So if we could do that and build a little breakfast that I'm showing with a bunch of seeds and a product we call Be Pure, that's got all of the amenities to increase ATP, to build ATP, clean the blood, clean the liver, clean tissue, clean the brain. Wouldn't that be interesting? For pennies on the dollar. So you get 4 and 5 hours of energy for pennies, whereas you buy the processed food loaded with sugar, loaded with fake minerals, inorganic salts, grinding up this rock and putting it in, and then you need to have an energy drink. And a stimulant like this, there is not one bit of energy, that's ATP, that's built from stimulant drinks. Then the next thing you know, you need the pharmaceutical side to cover up the mistakes you had. Join us, if you will. Just take a look at this. It is so easy to share this with people, because folks are tired, they're stressed out, and all you have to do is ask the right question, and you've got someone that you're sharing real food economically with good science, and it's easy, and it's profitable to them to listen to you. And I will tell you, after umpteen years in this industry, when people lose weight, they really like it, especially if it stays off.